1, 2, 3, clap.
I hope you keep your chair crinkle.
Hi, and welcome to Hey Buddy Nice Podcast. I don't know what you're saying, but over there in Scotland, waiting for a package, potentially, that is Brogan Hastings.
And over there, making crinkly sounds while he adjusts himself in his chair, that is Justin Noszek.
Oh, I didn't know you could hear that. I can't hear that.
I can hear.
Oh,
That's what
God.
I said. I was like, I hope you can.
Shit.
Because it was clap, crinkly sounds, and I was like, I hope you keep that in.
I'm just gonna stay dead still now and not move ever in my life. Anytime we record, I'm gonna sit in this pose and not move. Actually, we need that for you. We need like a neck brace. Not to say the last couple of episodes have been like really good audio quality wise, but you know, sometimes you like to float around.
I do. I can't help it. I think I need. The problem is my mic's on a stand on the desk, so if I move at any point, I am consistently further away. I need like the ICS boys have, where they've got it like you have, really. On an arm.
Do you reckon something like that would benefit you?
I think so.
Look, less than $20 on Amazon.
I should. Yeah. Send me a link for what yours is.
Yeah. This isn't the best one in the world. It's not the greatest brand. And listen to this. The springs make noises like that.
Yeah.
If you like, that's why it's microphone abuse. But Niwa, they're cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I should look into that because mine used to be on an arm on the thing, but it kept falling off. So.
Oh, were you tightening the thing tight enough?
Tight enough to leave a mark. Yep.
Yeah. That's the problem. I got this fancy desk, and I fancy again. Amazon. But yeah, I don't like marking it. Look at us, we're wasting time. We should be going straight into this Vegas recap.
Come on, let's finish up
episode 3.
Let's finish up this Vegas recap. We've done 2 episodes on 1 week. We can do 2 weeks in one episode.
I guess it was only 1 week. Yeah, look, we're going. It's smooth sailing. It's all piece of piss. It's all easy. We're up to day I don't know what. But I think it's a fresh week, whatever it is. We hung out with Mox and spent like a few hours at a mall.
Oh, yeah, we did. We were like...
Yeah.
Mox picked us up, and we were like, let's go to a mall. Did we go to Dutch Brothers first?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I think that might have been the day where I said to Mox, come on, we'll go for breakfast, and we'll get things. And then we got in the car, and you were like, I want coffee. And Mox was like, I want coffee. I was like, do you really just want to go to Dutch Brothers? And he was like, yes. I was like, come on, we'll go to Dutch Brothers.
Is instead of breakfast, or did you go to breakfast?
No, because you were with us that whole time. Remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking
it might have been later in the day.
I wanted pancakes again.
Of course you did.
I had a lot of baby snacks this trip. I had ube pancakes.
We mentioned that in episode 1 of the Vegas recap.
I remembered because I was talking to people at work about this, and they're like, "What's ube?" And I'm like, "It's purple sweet potato, and it's so fucking good."
Yeah, they wrote a song about it. Ube, 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 diddle doo doo doo.
I don't recognize the song.
True. Yeah, I'm not.
I know you're parodying something, but I don't know what it is.
I cannot sing in key. I'm sure there are some cheese bags out there who got it. But look. Anytime I'm in a car and we're going anywhere in Vegas, I'll be like, Dutchies?
You're like that. You're like that TikTok where the guys are talking and they're like they have to spell out the word treat because the guy's just like treat no. Aww. That's what you are. You're in the back of the car going Dutchies, and we're like, no, Dutchies, no, Dutchies, no.
Aww. But look, I start the day anytime hanging out with, especially you and Mox, because we've gone to some places. I start the day like, I don't have any money. I'm not going to spend any money. And then we go to all these fucking stores. And I have to spend money.
That's all I do in Vegas is spend money. That's all I go to Vegas to buy things. Like I don't. Like, I stopped buying things in the UK so I could buy things in Vegas. I don't get birthday presents because I get money for Vegas.
But when we walked into the mall, we walked into like a weird, like, shop first? Do you remember? It was
we went in
for Aussies, I can equate it to a Harvey Norman for Aussies.
For UK peeps, it felt like, very specific, it felt like the John Lewis in Buchanan Galleries, Glasgow. That's what it felt like.
A specific John Lewis.
Specifically. I really honestly felt like I was there.
Then we quickly 180'd and went into the correct entrance, and we walked past, directly to our right was a Cinnabon.
Yes.
And since walking past that, the rest of the time in Vegas, I had Cinnabon on my mind. Mm-hmm. Foreshadowing.
Ooh.
But then where did we go? We went to a bunch of different stores.
Well, I think I specifically said, I was like, I want to go somewhere with a Hot Topic and a box lunch. Because we don't get Hot Topic here. And I like looking at their weird geeky shit. They have a lot of good anime stuff. Because it's not really the Hot Topic of the 90s and the early 2000s anymore. Not really. Or certainly not what I've been led to believe.
They still sell gothware. They still sell Invader Zim stuff. They still sell t-shirts that say corn.
Oh, yeah, but I would say... because we also went to Spencer's Gifts. And I would say Spencer's Gifts is more what I imagined Hot Topics to be in the 90s and early 2000s.
Spencer's have a lot more sex toys than I thought they would.
I did not expect that. Yep.
No. Yeah. I expected some. Maybe like 0.5% of the entire store.
I expected slim to none sectors in the Spencer's Gifts.
Well, yeah, slim is what I expected.
So...
But boy, they had slim, medium, and large.
They had that was
interesting.
But anyway, we went to a Hot Topic. We went to box lunch. We went to other places as well.
Yeah. Well, did you get? You got stuff from Hot Topic because you got a hot cash.
Oh yeah, that was the thing as well. Whenever we were buying stuff from Hot Topic, we realised that Mox had an account, and Mox would get points and hot cash. So every time after that, whether I was with Mox or not, I was like, "Here's Mox's phone number. Put it on his account."
Yeah.
I was paying for the stuff. He would obviously.
Yeah.
But no, I got a couple of t-shirts, and that was me. I
think I bought one thing at this entire day with you guys, like piece of stuff, and that was at Hot Topic, and that was the Invader Zim jersey.
Yes, you got an Invader Zim.
Because it's going to be a good skate top thing.
Yeah. When
it's not raining here, fucking hell.
I got a couple of t-shirts and a couple of pairs of socks because I think it was like buy one get one half price on almost everything.
Yeah, that's right. They told you that.
Yeah.
And when you were at the counter, it's like, I'm gonna go look again.
Yeah, which is really funny because I don't know if you were with me, but I went to another Hot Topic in another mall, and the offer was different.
Yeah, it was.
It was buy two get one free.
Yeah, like, that was at the outlet mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the outlet was very different.
Yeah. Similar things.
Well, my Invader Zim top was not just buy one, get one 30% off. It was already 30% off.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
So I could have double dipped on those savings.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we got some cool stuff there. We got to hang out with Mox. Where did we go after that?
After that, we came back to the Rio and we met Kez downstairs at Kang's Kitchen. For lunch.
Oh, yes. Because we were like, where will we go for lunch? And Mox was like, there's a good place at the Rio. And I'm like, I've never eaten at the Rio. Let's fucking do this.
Well, you had eaten at the Rio because earlier that trip you went to El Borracho. So
that's what I mean. That was the only place. I can't count that place because I never know when it's open.
Yeah.
But I don't know any places that I know when are open at the Rio that are not Starbucks.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought Kang's Kitchen was pretty good.
It was really good.
Me and Kez had like this chicken fried rice thing, and we got the dumplings, which they forgot to bring out to the people who ordered dumplings. But Mox, he prefaced this by saying, "You order your noodles or whatever first." Was it here or was this somewhere else? And then the dumplings are they're meant to be like an appetizer, but they always come out second. Or was that somewhere else?
No, that was Mitzi talking about Shang noodles.
That's right. Yeah, sorry. Here I am. They both begin with M. Mitzi has a Z in it. Mox has an X in it. They're both towards the end of the alphabet. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. But Kang's Kitchen was really good, actually.
Because the dumplings didn't come out so late, that's why I confused the two. That's my reasoning, and I'm sticking with it.
I actually went to Kang's Kitchen again with Mox later on.
I think I wanted to go back to Kang's Kitchen, but I didn't. The opportunity did not call. I guess is what it was.
We went there maybe just after the EDC crowd left, but there were still a lot of people there, and we're like, fuck. Yeah. We waited a while.
Well, I tell you, EDC saw so many butts. So many butts.
Oh my god! Also, so I've been catching up on Great Night. Apparently, that's when Brian was there that Monday. The EDC Monday.
Oh, yeah.
And was staying in the Rio and didn't fucking tell us. And I was like,
really?
Brian, you bitch!
Mr. Schwood, how diddly dare you?
I think, although, in fairness, he drove from Austin to Vegas non-stop. Like, stopped once.
What? You didn't catch a flight?
No.
What?
Well, no, because he was bringing a prop. He was driving over a magic prop.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
You'll have to cut this out because they're not supposed to talk about it.
Have all you've said so far they've talked about on Great Night? Is that correct?
Yes, they've talked about it on Great Night, but
okay. Then don't tell me any more, so I don't have to cut anything out.
Okay.
And then tell me later.
What I will say is, and again, this information is available on Great Night. It's a prop. It's a big prop. That Penn and Teller wanted, specifically Teller. So, obviously, you know, Brian being like myself and being like, I need to do anything to, you know, please tell her. So, Brian got it sorted and got the prop and was like, I'm fucking driving it to Vegas for you.
It's the same as Raya, though. Raya will always drive.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say why it might have to be cut out is because it was being driven over by Brian for a second Brian Brushwood appearance on Fool Us.
No, it's not. It's from what he was talking about, from the information I have, which I won't go into details because I might say something I shouldn't. It's not proper for him.
Okay, all right. So we ate at Kang's Kitchen, and then we went on an adventure. Do you remember what this adventure was, Brogan? It was probably the highlight of our trip. It was the attraction that we did not even realize we needed, but we got it. Mox drove us there. We went to Wow Car Wash.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We went through a motherfucking car wash.
That was quite fun.
Yeah, and can I just say, as a kid, I remember car washes taking a lot longer than they do nowadays. Like, this is one of the ones where your car gets hooked onto a thing and gets pulled along. Not one of those ones where you just park and then the brushes move. The car moves past the brushes in this one. That was good fun. I enjoyed it. And there was, like, flashy lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we pause for a second while I reply to this? Because, give me 2 seconds.
Don't actually hit pause.
No.
You just reply, and we'll sit in silence. I need a crickets prompt. Hit the crickets button.
Where's Honeycomb when you need him? It's Forbidden Planet saying, you haven't picked up your comics in a while. And I'm like, yeah,
oh,
you're out of the country. And if you
At
don't
least they're telling you.
Yeah, because that was the problem with Edinburgh, is they don't fucking tell you. You go in and you're like, oh, yeah, no, your comics are not here. You're like...
Yeah, Quality Comics were cunts. They did it in Perth. It's like they don't take into consideration that you could be a person who's never purchased a comic before in your fucking life. So, just saying, fuck you, Quality Comics. I hope you listen.
Yeah.
I hope you listen.
But we love and support Forbidden Planet, Glasgow.
I thought you were going to be like, but we love and support our local business people.
We do. That's another thing I want to talk about at some point is Geek Retreat. But
Geek Retreat?
Yeah. Spoilers for... Is
this for Vegas or for a future podcast, like a real episode?
Slightly connected to Vegas, so I might end up talking about it, but it's a UK thing.
Okay. Because those who are wondering, like, we haven't had a real episode for a couple of weeks now. This bonus episode that we just recorded feels like a half an hour normal episode instead of just, like, us talking stupid shit. So it might, if you miss the regular chit-chat, it might be a good time to stop by the Patreon, you know? Just saying. But yeah, we went to a car wash, and, I helped vacuum Mox's car. I don't know if you did or not.
I think I helped clean it out. Oh, no, because I vacuumed the front, my passenger side.
Of course, because that's where you were sitting. Yep.
That was my seat for most of the time until Elijah was there. And then it was like...
No, then you got demoted.
And then I got demoted.
No.
Boyfriend takes priority over brother.
Yeah. And then we went to a very special place near and dear to my heart. We went to Area 15. We did, and it's specifically near and dear to my heart because of my new child, Malwolf.
We knew we were going there because we had both specifically said, "I want that fucking plushie," because we both looked at it for 2 years, and I didn't have a Hydra plushie to pick up this year, so that was my Vegas plushie, and I knew I had to go to Rocket Fizz to get...
Oh, absolutely. We needed the taffy.
We needed the taffy because I don't buy the taffy for myself. I don't bring it back for myself. I bring it back for...
Do you eat any of it?
Yes. A little bit.
Okay.
So I bring it back for my friend Vicky, and it's a good thing to take back from work.
For work. Yeah.
And to the point that it's been so successful that I've mentioned it to Chris that they really like it at my work, and he's like, "Oh, cool, I'll maybe send you some." We could
just some saltwater taffy.
We could strike a deal. What is your boss willing to pay? And his answer was, "I'll let Brogan live."
I need to strike up a deal with Chris because I need, and I didn't know, like, I was buying snacks and stuff for my brothers for gifts.
Yeah.
I bought Takis El Fuego flavor.
Yeah.
And they're like meant to be extreme heat. I love them. So me and Chris, if there's anything you need from Australia, buddy, like snacks, drugs, you can fucking tell me. Because I need that El Fuego hit.
Mm-hmm. Like I like that. I also like the peace tea, I think.
Yes. I can hook you up with peace tea.
Peace tea is really good. What was the other thing? Do you know what I really do miss? And this is such a strange thing to miss. Mini Cliff Bars. We get Cliff Bars in the UK. We don't get the mini ones. And sometimes I don't want a full Cliff Bar. I just want a little 100-calorie hit. You know?
Yeah.
Like, so I miss that. So Chris, if you're listening, stick it in my care package.
What are they called? The things that you put on your fingers? The nacho cheese flavor ones that we got? Bugles. I really like those nacho cheese bugles. Wasn't really a fan of original flavor bugles.
No, the cheese ones are where it's at. But I only eat them in Vegas. It's not the kind of thing that I'd be like, I need them at home. I'm like, I need them for Vegas.
Do they sell them at home?
I've never looked for them.
Yeah, they don't sell them here.
I think they used to at some point. They may have brought them back, but I don't know.
Now with the taffy, right?
Yeah.
They've got so many different flavors. I just go through. I start at one end and I go, oh yeah, I like the sound of that flavor. Grab a handful, put it in. Grab a handful, put it in the next one. Because it was like $13 for a large bag that you can fill as much as you want.
Oh yeah, and if you can carry it over to the till without any falling over, then that's your bag. Yeah,
because I would like fill it quarter of the way and then like compress it down as hard as I could and then get my next handfuls. And then I'd go and do it again, like those same flavors of anything I thought I'd like. But they got some weird fucking flavors, man.
Oh, yeah.
They got some weird flavors, like pickle. I like it, but it's a weird fucking flavor.
Yeah. Like I tended to go for the sort of regular sounding flavors, like Neapolitan, lemonade. I think there was a raspberry lemonade one, which was really cool.
I tell you, I can't even tell what they are. Like, I was like, okay, I'm going to separate them into their piles and what the into groups of the same sort. I'm going to try one of each, and I'm going to write down what they are so I know. I still can't fucking tell.
Oh, no. The easiest way to do it is look up saltwater taffy flavors, because The design of the taffy does not change.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Cool.
That's what
Sorted.
I do.
All right.
So
That's a tip for you there, cheese bags.
Yeah,
Look up your saltwater taffy websites.
Yeah, I get in the morning, and that's one of the first tabs I open up on my work computer. And whenever somebody has one, they're like, "What's this?" And I'm like,
"Oh,
let me check."
You make like a Quality Street / Cadbury Roses key for everybody.
Oh,
do you? Or you just tell them?
I just have the website up and looking at it. I'm not printing it.
Okay.
I don't like using the printer at work. And that's not because I'm like, oh, save the pliers, save the paper. No, I just don't want to go out into the office and look stupid learning how to work the printer.
Yeah, it's printers. Printers is always the issue. Any problem you have in life, printers is the problem.
Yep.
Where did we go from there? There we go. From there, we went to another podcast recording. Mm-hmm. And this time, again, one that we did not have to take part in. And that was Pod Therapy the Second.
Oh, yes, we took Mox to this one.
Yes, we took Mox. And Mox featured heavily on this episode.
Mox did so well.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what episode number it was. Look it up, Pod Therapy. Look, it's going to say it now. If you don't listen to Pod Therapy, our friends Nick, Jim, Jacob, and Whitney, they put out a good show. I might be the first to say it. I might be the last to say it. But yeah, go have a listen.
It's one of the other podcasts that my mum does keep up with.
Exactly. I think my mum listens to it as well, or at least on and off. But yeah, check it out. Worth it. And speaking of other podcasts, I mean, surely you know this podcast already because we're at the start of a new day now. Ice Cream Social. We started off with Ice Cream Social in the morning, and I want to say this was an episode that we were featured in heavily, but I honestly couldn't tell you because this is after Scoop Fest, so Matt may or may not have been there.
I think Matt was there.
Then we did not feature on the episode. I think we were only really on the episodes where Matt was out of town.
That might have been the Gasoline Annals of History.
Mox was definitely there.
Mox was there.
That is the episode that Mox was on, and not us, thankfully.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Like every time we said we were going to a podcast recording thing, I said to Mox, "Do you want to come? Do you want to be out?" And Mox was like, "Fucking yeah, I do." I never get invited to this, and I'm like, rude.
So rude. But the only reason I remember Mox came is because the next item on our list, I think we were like, what do we do for lunch? Oh, that's right. We even started driving. And it's like, oh, this place is already closed. It's like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? Cheesecake Factory?
Yes.
Yes. We went to the Cheesecake Factory in the South
Outlet Mall.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't the North, was it?
I can't tell.
No, it was the North Outlet Mall because the other end of the strip is south, which is closer to LA, which is south. So yeah. It was the North Outlet Mall, Cheesecake Factory. I don't know. Google it. Prove us wrong. It was the Outlet Mall for Cheesecake Factory either way. Now, what did we eat?
Oh, we eat the same thing that we always do, which is the sweet corn tamales.
Yeah.
Did we finish them?
Thank you very much. No.
No, we fucking didn't.
Did we take them home? I sure did.
I didn't.
Yeah. But again, thank you, Paul Mattingly, for introducing us to sweet corn tamales. They are the fucking best. And of course, the bread. We ate the bread. Did you get a cheesecake? I don't
never
remember.
do. I'm not a big cheesecake person.
I got a cheesecake. I think I got the key lime pie one to take home, and Kez also got a cheesecake to take home to the Rio. Home, the Rio. I tell you, tragedy struck that day. I went to eat my cheesecake, and I dropped it.
Oh, you told me about this, yeah.
Yeah, it was in a completely sealed thing, but it becomes all mushed up, and it's like, what is even the point anymore? Yeah. It's no longer cheesecake. It's just cheese, because it's no longer cake shaped.
Yeah.
I got over it pretty quickly, and then I ate it.
That was when that night, Mox had to leave for a little bit. Hang on. Can you hear talking in the background?
Oh, like the very slightest. Are you gonna don't go yell at someone over
as long
this?
Because I can hear it pretty well. But if
okay,
if
we'll both be quiet. we'll both be quiet for a moment and then look at your waveform.
Now he stops talking. It seems okay.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it'd be so low that I can edit it out anyway.
As long as if you were hearing it at the level that I'm hearing it, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, nah. Nothing like that.
Okay, that's fine. Back to the...
I don't think anything else happened that day because I got nothing else written down.
Well, I think that's when we hung out at the Rio and watched Red, White and Royal Blue.
Nope. Definitely. Wait. That was the day before. I missed that altogether. So there was a day where we went to the mall. Then there was the day that we did everything else, like ICS and Cheesecake Factory. Then in between, we did watch Red, White, and Royal Blue. Because I've got movies with B and Mox.
Because I thought that was the Tuesday. I know that Mox and I hung out in my hotel room on the Tuesday night because he ended up staying over. We must have gone out somewhere and come back.
Yeah, possibly.
He was back late, and he was just going to charge the car, hang out for a bit, and then go back.
Pod therapy. Oh, that
would have been Monday. Oh, right. Why did I go out early on the Tuesday?
Dunno. Oh, yeah, you left... Oh, to go to ICS, because you left Mox asleep in bed. So Mox didn't go to ICS.
I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, what I'm saying is there was a day that Mox stayed over, and I remember I left early, and I thought it was the Tuesday night to the Wednesday because the Wednesday I left so early to go to... No, it couldn't have been there because I almost missed the gym because it was too fucking early.
Yeah.
I got there to Nick and I was like, why are we here? He was like, because you said, can we go to the gym? And I was like, I know, but why? Why did you let me do this?
You fool.
I went to the gym. Why did I go to the gym?
What the hell?
Well, I know.
You went to the gym with Nick.
I went to the gym with Nick and I almost threw up.
Yeah, that lactic acid builds up, son.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was, and I've said this to Nick before, and I can't do anything that involves running or kicking my heels up really high. It's why I can't do high intensity
You
works.
Can't dance? You can't kick those heels up while dancing?
Nope. It really honestly makes me feel so lightheaded and sick. And because that was what he was doing for warm up. So afterwards, he was trying to show me something, right? And I was like, Nick, I need to sit down because I'm going to throw up. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. And he's like,
were you
okay.
You've got the pose going, hands on knees, leaning forward, like was it like that?
It wasn't heavy breathing like that. It was just like, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up. Like breathing in through the nose, like you're okay, you're okay, you're not going to throw up.
It's a very Chris Farley, Van down by the river pose.
That's not a reference that I get, unfortunately.
What?
But
wow. Okay, we'll come back to this. You listen to Two Characters in the Clown. They've talked about this. Anyway, go on, continue.
So yeah, and it was good. I'm glad we did it. Because it's Nick helps me a lot with exercises and stuff. Like I have my routine, but he makes sure that I'm doing it properly, and that's very hard to check when you're, 8,000 miles away. So
yeah.
So he got to be able to check my form and stuff like that, and remind me that I do actually need to stretch and do a warm up.
Well,
as I don't do that. I just go straight in and start lifting weights.
Good job. So, yeah, I don't need no warm up. I'm just gonna pump that on, yo.
Well, no, it's not that. It's more like I have 45 minutes because I usually go during my lunch. So I've got to take into consideration leaving the house, getting to the gym, and leaving the gym to go back to the house. So that 15 minutes is gone.
Yeah.
So I have 45 minutes to complete my workout. My workout takes longer than 15 minutes. So I'm trying to... I'm doing supersets and keeping all that shit, getting all that shit in. So I'm like, who has time to stretch and warm up? Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
No, apparently you need to do that, and you need to do the exercises properly. So A, you don't hurt yourself, and B, you're getting the full benefit. I mean, who could have guessed?
Who would have thunk it? Where were we at before we had to go back in time? Red, White, and Royal Blue. And I think we ordered Domino's as well.
Yes. I ordered Domino's.
Garlic knots.
Yeah. I ordered Domino's with garlic knots and was like, here we go. Because I said I wanted pizza, and Mox was like, can I have pepperoni pizza? And I was like, I will get you pepperoni pizza.
Good. Mox, good call. Good call, Mox. Pepperoni is a classic go-to.
It's not something I would get because I can't eat it.
No, of course. So there was a pepperoni and a cheese? Is that what it was?
I happen to have pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah. See, I was kind of excited when I got there because you were like, I've ordered Pizza Hut. I'm like, ooh, Pizza Hut. I've not had that in a donkey's age.
I really wanted Pizza Hut, and I tried to order Pizza Hut, but they wouldn't let me do half and half.
Yeah. But then the fucking Uber driver shows up, and it's Domino's. I'm like, well, I was lied to. Hopes shattered. Dreams destroyed.
I spent so long on the Pizza Hut website, you would not believe.
Yeah.
So I genuinely had forgotten that I'd ordered Domino's.
Yep.
But... Anyway.
Now, Mox and Kez had seen this movie before. You and I had not.
Yeah.
It's just a rom-com.
It's
a queer rom-com.
Yeah. It was fine. And it was very young adult novel style. Yeah. Which it is.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Can I say, it was very hard not to fucking say shit throughout the whole movie, like making jokes and stuff like that. Mm. And then I realized, okay, look, the main reason why I didn't is because Mox said it's from one of their favorite books.
Yeah.
But then it would have been Mox is from the Gillette family, where movie night is a goddamn thing.
Mox may still have punched you in the face.
What made that sink? Yeah. But what made that fact sink into me was when Mox's dad called just to say hi, just good night or whatever. Mox was like, oh yeah, we're watching a movie, Red, White, Royal Blue. And Penn was like, oh, again, were you just watching it or were you making jokes? I was like, fucking hell. Yeah. Should have just made... Mox has seen this, could have made jokes. Yeah. But then I would still make, like, statements about the movie. Like, at one point, I was like, okay, we're about 40 minutes into the movie. Like any rom-com, there's going to be some kind of miscommunication about to happen and they're going to break up, right? Mm. And Mox was like, I will punch you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really was like, I like this movie, shut the fuck up. This would have been
but it's just standard formulaic.
This is the equivalent of you trying to movie night a Bob Dylan documentary with Penn.
Oh, well, who knows?
That's probably what it was like.
I feel like Penn should movie night a Bob Dylan documentary. Like, if the movie starts... And it's got a shot of a city, I don't know where Bob Dylan's from. And then Penn should just go, Chicago.
Penn needs silence. Door locked. I've heard him talk about this. I think it was... there was a...
Yeah, if he's watching it by himself... If he's watching it by himself, sure.
No, I think
if I'm in the room with Penn Jillette watching a movie, I'm saying shit.
Oh, no. And don't speak until spoken to. In these situations.
No, I need to feel that Matt Donnelly high. I need to know the exact moment when I first make Penn Jillette laugh.
Oh, you can still make him laugh, but you know.
Yeah, but in a movie, it's already watching a movie. It's the prime opportunity.
If Penn hasn't cracked a joke and you suddenly crack a joke, you're not going to get Penn to laugh.
Oh, okay.
Death glare.
No, you're right. Yeah, there are definitely things set in place that need to be met. Like a joke has to already be made. Yes. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. All right.
I'm like, don't just walk in there and be like, hey, we're cracking jokes. Yeah. It's like, we are watching this. We are, living this film. Okay.
Yeah. I would know if I've been, like, invited to movie night or a Bob Dylan documentary watch party, I would think. So I'd know how to compose myself beforehand, I assume. But then again, in most situations, do I really know how to compose myself?
It's a question I've asked myself for a long time. Anyway.
About me or about you?
Let's not go there. The answer is both.
Anyway, next day. Okay, yeah, I figured. Next day. I mean, speaking of Penn, the next day, Mox came to pick us up, but could not drive in their car. Because they had to get their... Oh, no, couldn't even come pick us up. They had to go and take their dad's car to get fixed because there was, like, issues with it, right?
Yes.
So they took it to the dealership, and then what was only meant to be, like, a quick job was forever. So Mox just Ubered over to the Rio?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we hung out for a bit, and then we're like, all right, time to go pick up my dad's car. So we Ubered over to the dealership or wherever the fuck it was getting fixed, and we drove around in Penn's car.
We did. Almost the
That was
exact
kinda
same
weird.
as Mox's car.
Oh, yeah. A little bit fancy. It had a moonroof.
It did have a moonroof.
Moonroof.
I think it's quite funny because I think there were aspects of Mox's car that were fancier that I was surprised Penn's didn't have.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
Like the seats. The seats were all fabric, I think, in Penn's car. Are we just doxing Penn's car right now?
We should probably bleep a lot of this out.
I don't think we've said anything bad.
Kind of funny.
It's a well-known fact that Penn drives an electric Mini with the license plate Atheist.
Yeah.
We may or may not have taken photos of it.
Always makes me laugh because I remember talking to my mom about this and she was like, that's so funny that the tall one has a Mini. Does Taylor have a big SUV?
It makes me think of that episode of The Simpsons where I think Nelson's making fun of the tall guy in the car. He's like, ha ha, and then the guy gets out of the car and it's like gigantic. It's like, what in this predicament do you find funny? This is the only car in my budget that I could afford.
But we know that's Penn just likes
yeah.
Anyway,
and
so we drove around.
What did we do? We went to Barnes and Noble. Now it was not a cold day in Las Vegas, but Mox will always have the aircon on as cold as it can fucking be.
Yeah.
So I was in the back freezing, but to my surprise, there was a piece of clothing in the back seat that I got to use as a blanket, and that was one of Penn's hoodies that he gives to friends every year. It was the green typewriter hoodie. It's like, I'm using this as a blanket. I don't care. No, I'm not going to smell it. I'm just going to use it as a blanket.
Yeah, and there was one in the boot as well, the trunk.
In the trunk, yeah.
I was like, and I think I said to Mox, I was like, I would probably have stolen that.
That's right. Like, yeah.
I was like, I want one so badly.
But yeah, we went to Barnes & Noble. Oh my god, the drama in Barnes & Noble. Do you remember this?
Oh my god, yes!
Oh, shit. I thought we could have gotten shot.
Oh my god. Like, I didn't realise what was happening at first, but essentially...
I was there from the very start. Like, when the staff member approached this guy hanging out in the Star Wars Lego, he's like, oh, sorry, sir, you can't have your Lego in the carry bag while you're walking around. And the guy's like, but this is the Lego that I've bought from another store.
Did he not, like, I saw him pick stuff up and then a guy approached him. Did he put it in his bag? I thought
he had something from the store as well. Because he admitted to it. He's like, this is from the store. The rest is stuff I already bought.
That's what it was. And I was like...
Oh, it was going on for like half an hour where they're like...
Oh, he was screaming about how he was going to get this guy fired.
Yeah. And check the cameras. I came in with this. Like, yes, he did, but there was definitely nefariousness coming on. Alleged nefariousness. I think he was trying to steal more Lego, for sure.
100%. 100%. I think it was a case of he bought the first stuff, came to another store and was putting it in his bag, so that, hoping that they would just leave him alone.
What really worked in his favour, though, is when they were going through the receipt and referencing the Lego, because all Lego has a product number on it.
Yep.
So the guy was like, the product number on the receipt doesn't match the Lego, the product number on the actual Lego box. And that conversation kept on happening. But it's because whatever reason, the store had it wrong where he bought it from. Unless there was like nefariousness and he did switcheroos and stolen. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not loss prevention.
No.
It's not my job.
No.
But I think he lucked out. They were even offering free drinks and snacks from the fucking Starbucks in the place and like 10% off and a free paperback. And it's like, oh,
I think
God.
It sounds like apparently he goes there a lot from what it
Possibly.
sounds like. Because the same guy was in the cafe because we got a drink and cookies from the cafe and the guy was
When you
there.
say same guy, you mean the customer or the worker?
The worker. And it was like, he's in here a lot. Like, this happens a lot between this and other branches. So, apparently he just goes around doing this, and you're like, fucking it. But it was like proper screaming match. Like, he was proper... Like, I say screaming match. He was screaming at the employee. Employees just like, I'm doing my job.
Employees... Yeah, that's right. They were utmost professional. But the problem was, I just wanted to ask a question.
You did.
I just wanted to know if they had a fucking book. It's like, God damn it. And they didn't have the book. I was look, okay. Shout out to Zach from Extra Fabulous Comics. I was looking for your book in Barnes and Noble, buddy. They didn't have it, not in the physical store, and it was a really good price, so I would have bought it. But They didn't have it. So maybe you need to speak to, good old Jim Barnes and Ross Noble. Oh, wait, Ross Noble's a real person.
Yes. Spoiler alert, Ross Noble, British comedian, is the one half of Barnes and Noble.
Oh, God, and Jim Barnes is a real person. Jimmy Barnes is an iconic Australian singer. Jimmy Barnes and Ross Noble together at last. But, yeah, have a chat to him, man. Not that I've ever spoken to you in person or anything. I mean, I've tried reaching out via email and you've just ignored me, but whatever. I mean, you don't listen. I don't give a fuck. Whatever, man. You do you.
I got some good stuff in Barnes and Noble. There's I've been to Barnes and Noble at least once before because it was one of the things.
Yes. I was there with you.
The first time?
We went to a Barnes and Noble, yes.
With Chris?
Don't know. No, I'm talking about not this trip, last trip.
Oh, no, I'm talking about this trip.
Okay.
So posh. Because when Chris was there, I would get in the car and say, I want to go here. And Chris was like, cool. Because he's my enabler.
Yes, Chris the enabler.
We enable each other. It's quite bad.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, Chris was like, I don't know where I want to go. Where do you want to go? And I'm like, I want to go to Barnes and Noble. And he's like, cool, let's go there.
At least one of you knew. I was like, where do you want to go? I don't know where you want to go. I don't know where you want to go.
Chris would ask me for a list of places. I would give it to him and he would work it out on the map for the most efficient route.
Good. Good, Chris.
So I'd already been there a couple of times and found some... I got a couple of manga pieces. One of which was an anime that I didn't realise they'd printed the manga in English, so I was super excited about that.
Yeah.
Called Polar Bear Cafe. It's amazing.
Ooh. Cafe run by polar bears or frequented by polar bears?
Run by polar bears, frequented by a panda and a penguin. And
ooh, that's dangerous for the penguin.
Well, not really. It's all anthropomorphic. There's some humans in there.
Okay.
But I fucking love this series. Got that. But when we were there this time, I said to Mox, I was like, I want to read this trope. What do I read? And Mox literally handed me a book and I was like, cool.
There you go. Yeah.
I love going to bookshops with people like that.
Sadly lacking at this bookshop was Random by Penn Jillette. I couldn't see it anywhere.
Yeah. Did we see it last year?
Yes.
Did we?
Definitely. I did, yeah, because I think I ran up to you with it like, oh, look. Maybe that was somewhere else, though.
Maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, it's... I remember going into a Barnes & Noble last year and not being able to find it. So I wasn't surprised. Because I remember thinking, like, Vegas local. Like, shit, man. You should have that shit on display.
So, look, I already own your book, Pen, but just saying, look, it was a good price on the website, but they didn't have it in store. Yeah.
Let me promote the shit out of your stuff for free.
Exactly. From Barnes and Noble, I mean, we stopped off at Starbucks, had a cookie, whatever. Yeah. Mock slammed 2 chocolate milks.
Oh,
like, fucking hell. Wow. And then straight away, we went to... Look, this was promoted to us as a Greek restaurant. It was not a Greek restaurant. It was just a kebab place, right?
Essentially.
It was just a kebab place. Yeah. 100%.
It's not what
there's a place like that up my fucking road. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. It was literally a kebab shop. I enjoyed my food. I got a chicken sandwich, in quotes. It was a chicken burger.
It wasn't
like a traditional chicken sandwich.
I can't remember what mine was.
Did you get the hummus or you don't like hummus?
No, I think I got pita bread with fresh vegetables. And it came as
that's it.
Literally pita bread with shredded whatever it's called, carrots and
it's
cucumber.
Pronounced pitta, but go on.
I don't care. But it's not what I expected. I expected the vegetables to be hot. And for some reason, I don't consider carrots...
you expected seasonal vegetables, not fresh vegetables.
Yes. And for some reason in my head, I don't count... Like, if you say vegetables, I don't think of cucumber. Cucumber is a vegetable, I'm sure, but... No,
sure. No, I say cucumber, carrot, tomato. Call them what you will. Vegetables, fruit. No. They're salads.
Yes. Carrot is a salad and a vegetable.
Yes, because you can have it as like a roast carrot, for example.
Is it cold or is it hot? If it's cold, it's a salad. If it's hot, it's a vegetable.
Yeah, yep, that's it.
So, I mean, it was good. good. I still had it, and the bread was good, because bread is always good. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
I think I got chips as well, because I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to like it. I was worried about it, and I was like, I'll get chips as a backup.
I definitely got chips with mine because I remember eating too many, because chips is one of my downfalls. They fill me up too fast. And it's fine. I ate most of my burger. I just didn't eat the actual bread part, which, like you said, bread is great, but I couldn't eat it because I needed to eat my chicken.
Yeah.
For the next event that we did, we have to rewind time a little bit back to when we were at the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
Because we were trying to work out what we wanted to do, right? The next day. And we were like, how about we go see Absinthe?
What day are we on? I don't know. Okay.
I was like, how about we see Absinthe? And we were like, that's a great idea. I'm like, okay, I'll message Jacob, the audio guy, and say, hey, I forgot to message you previously. I talked to you at the ICS recording. Are you able to help us out with Absinthe tickets?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, sure, absolutely. And he got us a great deal, $50 tickets, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And then Mox was with us, and we was like, Mox, do you want to go to Absinthe? And Mox was like, yes, I think so. And the default response was, I'm going to message my mom.
Yeah.
But Mox is an adult, and I can't tell if they were asking for permission or just to be like, hey, is this appropriate? Do you think I'll enjoy this?
Oh, I think that's what it was. I think it was like, if you want to know anything about a show, whether that's a show at the Fringe or or anywhere, your first port of call should be Emily Gillette.
Yep.
I think
message Emily on Twitter, ask him about a show. This goes for anybody.
Yeah, any show. Yep. Emily will probably know somebody and probably be able to give you a good and accurate description of the show.
That was the thing. Emily's response straight away was like, yeah, go. You'll love it. Do you want me to get you cheap tickets? And then we were like, well, we're getting $50 tickets from Jacob. Emily's like, I can't beat $50.
Yeah.
And then we sent a voice message, all of us say, thank you, Emily, or whatever it was, something like that, even though they couldn't beat $50.
Yeah. We're like, thank you for the offer.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we go to Absinthe, and of course, we I think we walked around the Caesar's Palace and like the Caesar prominent, whatever the fuck shops are called.
Yeah, we got there, and there was apparently a little anime shop, so we walked up through Caesar's to that. It was just closing.
All the way, fucking hell, the other end.
I didn't realise it was that far. I don't think Mox did either. We walked there, they were just about closing. We walked, and we walked back. Really.
Do you know what's hilarious? It would have been quicker for us to walk out the front of Caesar's than to walk through Caesar's and the shops.
Probably.
Now that I think about it, yeah, it absolutely would have, because it's right at the entrance upstairs near Lids.
Yeah.
Right near the curvy escalators for those in the know.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But then, so we went, hung out in front of Absinthe for a while, because that's what we do. We were so questioning whether we could go back to the secret area next to the tent, because it was roped off, and there was like a wedding party there as well. But it turns out, still anyone can go, but we made the right move, because now it is just a bar, and we were with someone under the age of 21. So we made the right choice. Mm-hmm. But of course, as is tradition, we're out there, we see Jacob, the audio guy, walk out, and we know he's looking for us. He's looking around, he's meerkatting. He's like looking around.
He's also talking, like, I could see his lips moving, and I was like, I know that he's looking for us, or will be looking for us. Yeah. I don't know if he's working as well.
Oh, I assume not. Jacob does very little. He's a lazy bones. But yeah, then he finds us, comes over. Hi, how you doing? Oh, where they got you seated? Show us your tickets. That's not where you're sitting. No. It's like, we're like, oh God, we're not going to say anything. And we didn't have to, because he still took us back to through the secret bar, in through the secret phone booth, down the side, leads us to our new seats. They weren't front row, thankfully.
Well,
it didn't matter.
I would rather it was the front row, because the thing is, when you're in the front row, there's a lot of acts that involve water in Absinthe, and when you're in the front row, they give you a little plastic sheet.
Oh, that's where you're going. I thought you were going somewhere else.
Water this time round. Neither did Mox.
It was tough. We got a lot of wetness.
We did.
And not the good kind.
And I'm like, and I can tell Mox is not okay, and I'm like shielding him with my...
Yeah. So we were second row. But we were sat down second row, and we got in fairly early because Jacob. At the end of the front row, right in front of me and Kez, a couple, a clearly queer couple, sat in front next to us, and I think Kez turned to me and said, "Well, they're clearly going to be the marks for Gazillionaire."
Yep.
And they were picked on. But that's what happened last year. We were sat in the front row and got some attention.
Yep.
This year, though, we were sitting in the second row, and you got a little bit of attention from Gaz.
I genuinely didn't know if it was me or if it was the person behind me, and I didn't want to look behind me in case he picked on me more.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you say about
Jacob's,
me?
He called you a lesbian.
He did, that's right.
But there was no point. It was a good thing you didn't realise, because if you did and you tried to say something, that would just
never say something.
Yeah, exactly.
Never talk back to Gazillionaire. Yeah. Jesus Christ, I know that.
Yeah, you would die. You there would be no reason for him to move on.
That is bringing a pencil to a gunfight.
Yeah. Not even. Like, what's worse? It's like a crayon.
That's bringing spaghetti noodle to a gunfight.
You know, that Limp Spaghetti Noodle is my favourite cover band of Limp Bizkit.
Huh.
Yeah, fun fact. But yeah, it was Absinthe. Nothing more to say. There were a few different acts, a few new stuff that we hadn't seen before. I can just say that I'm glad that the opening act, the chair stacking guy, was not the guy who invented or started that bit, and it was the other guy. Because when me and Kez went and saw it, it was the guy who started, and he did the whole rotating thing on the chairs. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand that. I can't watch it. It's too much for me.
I feel better about it having seen it from the angle that I did this time, but it still makes me nervous as fuck.
The guy who curated this trick won't let anyone else do that spinny thing, because this guy doesn't do the spinny thing. So. No. Yeah. But yep, it was Absinthe. After that, I think we just went home.
I think so, yeah. Oh, that might have been the night that Mox slept over.
Yeah, that would be the night that Mox stayed.
Yeah.
Because... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's right. We didn't go to ICS. You and I, we just walked the strip the next morning. We went to the Armory at T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah. That might have actually been the day that I went to the gym. I can't remember. Oh, no, it wasn't. I don't know. I feel like there was a specific reason that I left early. And I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, it would have been ICS. Would it be?
Well, this is... No, ICS was the next day. Definitely the next day. But we were in the Uber driving to T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah.
Maybe we stopped off somewhere for... I can't remember. Anyway... The Uber driver was talking about being like aircraft engineer or some shit. And I think he got the impression that one of us was an aircraft engineer. That's how I felt.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yeah. But then because he asked us, so you're here in Vegas, because we were talking about airport. Oh, because you said I could call work and say a baseball hit the airplane because they're building the A's stadium. Yeah, that's what it was. But then, the driver asked us if we were there for work or just a vacation. And we kind of, vacation, we guess. And then he asked what we do for work. And you said what you do, obviously. And I was like, I guess artist, kind of. And then when we're almost at the destination, I said to you, oh my God, I just realized this is probably the one person or like the only time that we can say what art stuff we do and the person might actually appreciate it because they're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, oh, well, Penn Jillette, I do art for Penn Jillette for his podcast, blah, blah. So yeah, I do the Piff, the Magic Dragon stuff. So that was kind of interesting because,
I think we both suffer from... do you know who this is? I do art for them.
Yes.
Like when they ask us
Absolutely.
about, can I see your art? And you're like, you're not going to understand it if you don't know this.
Yeah, that's right. So I went to the armory. You bought some stuff. I didn't this time, but we ended up going back later anyway for...
I bought a t-shirt and stupidly... I depending on the t-shirt, I tend to go for a large because it's just far more comfortable for me. But I got a medium because it looked like it was big. I tried it on when I got back to the hotel and went, no.
Yeah.
It's a titty clinger.
Yeah.
So, no.
I mean, this was also I think a day or two after that it was revealed that David Copperfield is a creep, and we walked through the MGM Grand and flipped off David Copperfield poster.
Yep.
As we should.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we do? We went to Hershey's, M&M's.
Yeah, we walked the strip and we walked to All Red. That was kind of our destination.
Yes.
We were like, here, we'll wander, but we'll make it our destination.
We needed an endpoint. An endpoint.
Yeah, so we're like, we'll go there.
Yeah, and first time walking past that area where that weird, creepy, dingy strip mall used to be.
Yes.
That's been demolished and is already being built into something.
Yeah, Weed Central.
Yeah, it used to be Weed Central.
And that sounds like I'm making a joke.
It's not Weed Central because these places are too close to a casino to sell marijuana because legislation states that you're not allowed to sell marijuana within X amount of distance of a casino. So it was all synthesized shit.
Yeah, it was all synthesized shit, but it was literally like weed and or vape stuff.
Yeah.
Like 4 shops in a row, something else in the middle, and then another 4 shops in the row, and you're like, fucking hell.
Mm. And that, was it called the Hawaiian I don't know, whatever it was, but a bunch of like little, sort of like market outlet places that sell pants with weird t-shirts. Words on. Yeah, exactly. And the Tex-Mex place, is that gone or was it still there? I can't remember.
No, it was still
right
there,
next to the escalators up. Yeah. So, that's when we went to the chocolate stores, went to Coca-Cola. I got myself a cherry Coke, a big cherry Coke. Oh, we had lunch. You had Sbarro's.
I'm like, why are we talking about this? This is so boring.
It's like you said last episode, it's our journal. It's us remembering.
Yeah.
I had a Popeyes biscuit with a black and red.
Like, I have everywhere.
But yeah, I was very excited because because we don't get like root beers and cherry drinks and stuff at home. So to get like a big cherry Coke is a deal for me, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Why are you judging me?
Skip to the end.
And the little fridge magnet. What else did we do? Did we do anything else important? We just walked through casinos to get to Ole Red, and that was it. And
we got
you
there,
bought
there was a live
mocktail
band.
and you didn't like it.
It was good. I got a fake cocktail. It was meh. And I was upset because I didn't get the fancy promotional cup thing with it.
Oh, because they didn't have any.
No, because I'm not used to asking for it at the Penn and Teller Theatre, and so I'm just not used to asking for that kind of shit anymore.
Yeah.
And the way it was on the menu implied that you would get it when you paid it, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But
now, do you remember doing anything else? Oh yeah. Do you remember doing else this night? Because we split ways. We called it a day.
We went back to the Rio, and I believe
you did. And I continued on to get dinner for me and Kez for the Korean corn dog place.
Yes, that might have been the night that I sat and watched Clue.
Ah, yes. That's a possibility.
Yes.
I tell you, EDC, fucking hell, it made it hard to get... It took like 45 minutes to get back to the Rio. It was difficult. I went to a 7-Eleven as well. And waiting... It was like 15 minutes. I got the Korean corn dogs first, went to the 7-Eleven, and it was like 10-15 minutes waiting for the Uber. So, like... food was kind of cold. But while I was waiting there, a guy in the parking lot, comes out of 7-Eleven, goes to his nice big fancy car pickup truck thing, opens his door, and just begins to fucking take a leak.
Fucking hell.
Right? There in the middle of the car park, on the inside of his door. I could not work it out. This is also within like 5 feet of me. I was not comfortable, but I think power move was, I'm holding my fucking ground. I'm not walking away. Yeah. If you're doing this, buddy, you're doing it here right now, and we're all going to take part. Not like take part, not all join in. But it becomes a story for everybody. It's probably like, man, I took a fucking piss in this parking lot at 7-Eleven. This guy was just watching me the whole time.
Yeah. I think because that was around the whole EDC stuff, that was... I think I got back to the Rio and was like, I'm not fucking dealing with any of this.
It was tough.
So I sat down, I ordered Shang artisan noodles, and I was like, fuck yeah. Went down and got them, and I was like, I am staying in here. I am not dealing with anything. And I had because I was in the new room by this point, I could plug my hard drive, which I'd taken with me, into the TV and watched Clue for the first time.
Now, we were both in new rooms at this point.
Yes.
But they were different.
Not hugely different, but there was differences. You had a table and
chairs.
Table and chairs, and yours had a different coffee table to mine.
Our TVs were completely different as well. I could not see anywhere to plug in anything, HDMI or hard drive. And also, when you turned them on, they were completely different.
Yeah.
Like with the in-room menus and stuff. Like, you couldn't look at your overall account.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was just happy that I could plug it in because that saved me a whole lot of bother.
Because movie night, we were trying to fucking stream to the TV. That was difficult.
That was dire. That was dire.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, but I spent a lot of the holiday when the TV was on, like in the morning, because I would just leave the hard drive plugged in. So I would turn the TV on in the morning and straight away put on either The Nanny or Laverne and Shirley. I watched a lot of Laverne and Shirley in Vegas.
Now, had you seen this Laverne and Shirley previously, or is this new? Because you watch obviously The Nanny first and foremost.
I had seen episodes of Laverne and Shirley before, but I'd never
Okay.
I've not seen.
So this wasn't
yet.
your fourth rewatch. Yeah.
No,
okay.
No.
All right. Let's see. Next day, we are... of course, ICS recording in the morning.
Yep.
And on the way, we stopped for a cheeky Dutchies. Mm-hmm. But do you remember this Uber driver drove directly past the turnoff?
Oh my god!
And then almost the next turnoff, and then couldn't find Dutch Brothers in the complex.
Yep.
And then dropping us off as Show Creator Studio, just was going to go straight past the turn. That was spaced out. Yeah.
Yeah.
This must be the Ice Cream Social episode that we were mostly on. Because look, we were there. We were in the studio a lot, but we didn't talk too much on mic. There's only a couple of episodes really. It was a good time. ICS. It was just us, Jacob, Matt, and Paul remoting in on Zoom.
Yep.
And then we went to the South Outlet Mall. South Outlet Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Cheesecake Factory's at the north, south, and we did the usual. Did the rounds. We went to the Vans outlet store.
Yep.
And I bought a very specific pair of shoes. Because they just look like Piff the Magic Dragon themed shoes. So I had to get them.
And we were going to Piff that night.
That's right. We went to Piff that night for the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did we do when we saw... What did we do? We didn't go up to the green room or anything. We just said hi, didn't we, after the show? Oh, because they'd just gotten back in town and they were wrecked.
They were wrecked.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's it. Piff show, I mean, it's different every night, really, because of the audience, but same tricks. So we're not going to rehash the Piff show.
Mm.
And then I think we try to have dinner or something like that? I know we went to... Yes, we had In-N-Out. You had pizza.
Food beforehand because I got pizza from that place that's next door. That's the first time I'd known that was there. That was really
you hadn't
good.
even noticed it.
No,
yeah.
that was really good. I think usually because when we're around there... Is it usually closed up after the Piss show? I don't know. I don't care.
Don't think so. Who knows?
But we looked... I don't know if we... Did we think about food? Wait, like as in actual food? Or did we just... Because we went into... that sort of gelato ice cream
and
shop.
we went to Ghirardelli's after Piffs.
Yeah.
And I got myself a big sundae.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a dessert.
Yeah.
That was as simple as that. Nothing else really happened that night. The next day we were completely separate until midnight.
Yeah.
Because I went to tell you.
I think it was over 24 hours before I saw you again.
Yeah. Yeah, this annoyed me a lot. I went to Starbucks in the morning because Kez and I wanted something to eat for breakfast. I got a sandwich and Kez wanted a bagel.
Uh-huh.
When they called out my name, someone just stole my fucking bagel.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Did you
So I was like,
them?
hey, look, here's the thing about me, right? Sometimes I like to use an alter ego when giving a name. So I use like the name Will or something like that. And they called it. And I recognized straight away. And I walked up and I got it. But I'm thinking maybe they were also named Will.
Maybe.
But then when I realized, I went up and looked and my other one was right there. I was like, hey, that person just stole my bagel. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. We'll make you a new one, William. It's like, my name is Will. And then Kez and I went to a cat cafe. Whatever it was called, I forget. The cat cafe in inverted commas, because it's just a coffee pod machine with lots of kitties. Yeah. And that was fine. I don't know how I feel about it. It never lives up to expectations. Yeah. I think. Like getting to spend time with, because like you think cat cafe, you picture them like jumping up on your lap, like meow off, like kitty, but it's not like that. It's never like that. Yeah. Remember, nothing else really happened. EDC fucked us a lot with the elevators. Yeah. Right.
Sometimes it was like a 20-minute wait for an elevator, and and it was worse. The lower your number was for your floor, the worse it was.
Yes. Yeah. The trick was, if you were trying to go downstairs, you would take the elevator up and then go back down.
Take the first elevator you saw, and you just stayed on it until you got to the floor that you wanted to be on.
Exactly. Yeah. Me and Kez went to the barbecue place, the pig logo place. Yeah, that was good food. The stuff happened, but it's like I don't think I find it interesting, so I don't think other people find it interesting, you know?
Because like you say, I never saw you for that day, was Mox and I went out and we went to look at card shops. Trading card stuff. Because Mox was like, I want to play Magic the Gathering. Can I teach you Magic the Gathering? Can Elijah teach you Magic the Gathering? I was like, sure. So we just wandered around, because I know I have Magic the Gathering cards because I bought them years ago when I worked at Watersons and was getting them for half price. I miss those days.
Ooh la la.
I know. So I was like, I'll just buy a starter kit because that has 2 decks in it. I can mix and match. So we did that. We had a look at the singles and stuff. We wandered round. I think Mox had phoned me the day before and said, do you want to go see Come From Away?
Yes, that's what you did.
And I was like, yes, I do. So, because Emily had managed to find 2 tickets next to each other.
Like the last 2 tickets.
Last 2 tickets.
At all.
For the final show.
I went looking for tickets.
You did, yeah.
It wasn't the final show because there was another couple of days. Because I could have got tickets to I could have got tickets to it. Oh. But I wanted to go the same night and they didn't have tickets.
Yeah. So the last 2 tickets for that show. So we hung out for a bit and then we went to see Come From Away and it was so fucking good. It was so good. I still want to watch it. Yeah. I only heard the first song because Mox had played that for us in the car a couple of days before.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So that was really all I knew about the musical, apart from the fact that it was based in 9/11 and stuff. But oh my god, it was so fucking good. The cast was so fucking good. I literally stood up and was like, I need this musical in my veins. Yeah. Thank you. I were walking out and Mox was like, isn't it so good? I was like, it's so good. And then Emily phoned and was like, isn't it just so good? I was like, it's so fucking good. It's like, cool, then you're coming over to watch it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. At some point. It's like, if everybody tells you to do something, then you fucking do it. Because obviously it's on Apple TV. So...
Yeah, exactly.
So that's cool. Then we went back, we played a little bit of Magic, and we phoned Elijah. So that was quite funny, playing a 3-way Magic game, where Mox and I are in the same room, and we have to position Mox's phones. The
Elijah wasn't there.
No, he's because Mox was like, Elijah, can you teach us? And he's like, okay, we'll do a game. So we're having to read the phone screen to see what he's doing and see for us to see. So we're having to hold up the cards so he can see them. But it worked quite well. It was quite good.
Yeah. Well, we've played some games over Zoom and it's worked out.
Oh yeah.
So not of Magic, of other games. Yeah.
No. I'm getting Chris into Magic as soon as baseball season's over.
Yeah.
Because I know he has a deck. So...
Yeah. I think we should just do the digital thing. Maybe all three of us, if you're gonna rope us both into it.
Yeah, I think. We've kind of spoken about this, but there is a way, and we can do it for free if we're on the same app, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So that's what we did that day, and then we got back, and Mox was leaving, and I met you and Mitzi downstairs. Well,
that was it. Mitzi was available to hang out. And I was like, well, Mox and Brogan are come from away. He's like, okay, well, here's an idea. We'll go find somewhere down near the Smith Center to hang out for when they come out, blah, blah, blah. So we went down to Player One Arcade, and then just as we were in the lobby, you said, oh, we're actually already back at the Rio.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay. That's fine. We don't really want to be here anyway. Mm-hmm. We'll come because Mitzi likes a cigar. You can't smoke in there. Yeah. So we'll just go find a bar or something nearby and hang out. Just me and Mitzi. Little did I know, Mitzi, when he heard me say that we should just go to a bar nearby, he's like, yeah, okay, let's go to a casino bar. I'm thinking, how much is this going to fucking cost me if I just want a couple of drinks? It's going to cost $30, $40. Mm-hmm. But no, Mitzi's smart boy. We sit down at the, whatever that bar is, kind of close to the elevators where they've got the poker machines.
Yep.
You just put $20 in a poker machine each, and straight away, they're like, gonna get you a drink? And because the bar was empty, it was just us and one other person. Same bartender, non-stop attention. It's I think I had 4 or 5 drinks. And it's spending no money. And we're just there playing those poker games. Caveman Keno, that is fun. That's a good fun waster. I played dollar blackjack on these screens, and that is where I made money. I made Mitzi $10, from $20 to $30 something, so a little bit more. And then I lost it on Caveman Keno, even though it was only 25 cents a round, whereas blackjack is $1 a round, but it didn't matter. And after that, we cash out. I had $10, so I think we spent $30 for all these drinks. I say Mitzi put the money in the machine, and Mitzi's just keep it. I'm like, it's your money, dude. It's it's play money. It's well, to be fair, like Brogan says, all American money is pretend money.
It feels so fake. I feel weird about buying things in the UK in comparison to Vegas. Vegas, I could spend $100 and it feels like it means nothing to me. I feel like I'm playing with Monopoly money.
Exactly. Yep.
I spent £30 in the UK and I'm
yeah.
I still do it, but I'm still ugh.
Yeah. You won't feel good about it, but you'll do it.
Yeah.
And then, you came down as Mox was leaving, said hi to Mitzi, and we called it a night. Next day, me and Kez were up bright bushy-tailed early in the morning, and we went to Planet 13.
Oh.
The big dispensary.
Yeah.
Because there is a Coolsville tattoo inside there.
Oh, yes, I remember. This is good because this is reminding me of what I did.
Yeah, exactly. And what we did, we got some cheap flash art tattoos. I say cheap. I mean, it was still, for me, it was one of the $50 ones, and I paid an extra $10 to get it bigger.
Yeah.
And I got a little.
You got a little ghost
cat. You can't quite see it.
I like the fact that you're showing me despite the fact that I've seen it and the listeners can't see it.
You will look at my upside down ghost cat. Look at him. Look at him. Hang on.
Yeah. I was surprised because I expected your floaty cat.
I don't want a floaty cat. I want a space cat. I want my space cat. Not worth it. And then Ked's got a paper airplane. And then the guy that was doing our tattoos, his name was T. So shout out to T. Coolsville Tattoo at Planet 13, Las Vegas, Nevada. He's a Mexican guy. And he's doing this paper plane tattoo, and he says, "Oh, growing up in Mexico, we had no toys. I'd make our own fun, so I'd make these paper airplanes, and I'd get the big cockroaches and put them on the plane and throw them." It's that sounds like such fucking fun, except for touching a cockroach part.
Yeah.
The cockroach, I imagine. It's I'm flying, but then again, some cockroaches can fly anyway.
So.
But yeah, so what did you do while we were getting inked?
So that morning, I actually went down to Chinatown, which is very, very close to the Rio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course it is.
So I got an Uber down there, and what I was really looking for was, there was a card shop there. So I was like, I want to go and have a look. It wasn't open. That didn't open until like 11, I think.
Yeah.
And I got there at like 10 o'clock. So I'm like, cool. But there was another sort of weird sort of Japanese-y type shop that had sort of random stuff that, looked in for a while. Then went upstairs to the card shop, which was really cool. They had a copy of the Pokemon card Larry for $2. The full art.
Oh,
Pokemon
Larry.
card.
Yes, I know Larry. Yeah.
The old man gym trainer. I was like, I want that.
Yeah.
And they also had a lot of like Spy Family stuff, which I was very surprised at. So I got a couple of things for that, a couple of magic packs, and then I went to Baby Stacks because it was
of course.
It was a 7-minute walk from where I was, and I was
how could you not then?
Well, exactly. And I was like, I don't feel I walked a lot in this Vegas trip because we haven't really been on the strip.
Agreed.
So I was like, A, I want food, and B, I want to walk.
Yeah.
So that was good. Got my ube pancakes, and from there caught an Uber to the south.
From ube to Uber.
Yeah. Got right from there to the outlet mall that's inside, which I believe is the south.
Yes.
North?
South. It is. Yeah.
I sat there and had my pancakes. And I got a drink. I went to the bar and got a drink, so I didn't feel bad sitting eating in the food court. But I knew that. But Baby Stacks was too busy to get us. So I was like, I'll just take it out. Wandered around, had a look at their shops. There was a couple of shops I'd seen the first time, but we hadn't really gone in, including one called Fox Clothing, which I think is like the motorcycle place. And apparently everything was 60% off.
Oh yeah, Fox. Fox Motorsport.
And I was like, so I bought a couple of t-shirts because they had signs that said 60% off, and I was like, is everything? Because I seen a t-shirt that was on the table that had the sign and also hung up. So I was like, is everything 60%? He was like, yeah, we're closing down. I was like, oh, cool, I might be back here.
It's a liquidation sale.
Yeah. So wandered around, had a look, and then ended up going back and getting stuff for the little cousins. And
who are totally into motorsports.
It doesn't even have to. They just had cool Fox designs on them. And then I like to go to Rue 21, which is the place where I got this t-shirt, because they're also closing down, so a lot of their t-shirts were like $3 to $5, and I was like, yes. Didn't see anything there, but... Oh, and there was also a comic shop there as well, which I hadn't seen the first time round.
Really? We missed that.
Yeah, and they had a couple of Spawn stuff that I'd been missing. So I was like, fuck yeah. So...
Because we went twice. We went again to the indoor one. And we went to like the video game store that was there. The retro video game store.
I don't know how we missed it. And they also had a Mrs. Fields. And I was like, oh, I want a Mrs. Fields cookie.
We must have been there together? Or did you go 3 times?
I went 3 times. I went once with Mox, once with just you, and once by myself.
Gotcha. Yep.
And from there, I got...
Oh, yeah, we were definitely split up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And from there, I got an Uber to meet you and Mitzi. You and Kez and Mitzi at Spinetti's Gaming.
Exactly.
Because I like to look there for real stuff.
Yeah, the old casino stuff, basically. I mean, I didn't get anything out of the ordinary. I got like some decks of cards, I think some dice. Yeah, I got some like Orleans dice and pens. They had Rio pens, which you totally missed.
I stole the one from the Rio. Up. So
we didn't have any pad or paper pen. Fucking
I had an almost finished pad and a pen, so I stole that.
Did the pen say Rio on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a working Rio pen.
Yeah. Did you get anything else kind of different though from Spinetti's? Like last year, you got the poker chip.
So last year I didn't get a real poker chip. I got a Bally's poker chip because it was a Penn and Teller one.
Oh really? I thought it was a Rio one.
No.
Wow.
The real ones are really hard to get. But I got a regular Rio poker chip. I got beads, which I believe were from when they used to do the carnival stuff.
Yes, that's right.
And some stands for coins and stuff because I found those were really helpful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the guy was just like, we don't we sell almost none of these beads, so just fucking take them. I was like, cool,
Take them,
thanks.
yeah. Yeah, that was the same with the pens. It's like, they're all dried up anyway, just fucking take them.
Yeah. I feel like I got something else, but I don't know what it was, but I know that that's the main things I got.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, if I see real stuff, I want it.
Look, see, I enjoy buying the stuff, but like anytime I go anywhere, like to a shop or something, and this is what I appreciate about Mitzi as well, I just like to make jokes and make fun of shit, and Mitzi is totally down for that because he's doing it as well. Yeah, exactly. But from there, we went out to dinner, and it was a Mitzi dinner, and Mitzi, thank you very much again.
Thank you so much,
We went to Sparrow and Wolf.
Love it.
Second year in a row.
Yep.
Oh, look, there's not much we can say. I mean, what can we say about Sparrow and Wolf? It's just good food.
It's good fucking food.
There's no point talking about what we ate. It doesn't matter what we ate.
It was all good. It was all so fucking good.
That fucking pork. That pork was good. Sorry,
which I can't eat, but even the stuff I had, I had a whole...
Yeah, exactly.
The really cool thing about it was we mentioned the fact that I can't eat meat. And they were like, I can change one of these dishes from octopus to mushrooms if that works. I was like,
They're always extremely accommodating. The wait staff as well is so on the ball.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, at one point, I dropped my napkin off of my lap onto the ground and I picked it up. And before I'd placed it back on my lap, someone was there was like, do you want me to get you a new one? I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, so good.
And then we were trying to work out what to do, and Mitzi had a stroke of genius and said, how about we go to Pop Stroke?
Yeah.
Didn't even know it was there. It's at the town centre in Vegas, and
for those who don't know, it is the Tiger Woods place. I'm
that's right.
Because it keeps like hiccuping or coughing.
Yeah, clearing my throat. It's a mini golf course. 2 18-hole mini golf courses created by Tiger Woods. And it's not like your spinning windmill angry ape fucking mini golf. It is like undulating greens.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But it's still good fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I think both Kez and I got a hole-in-one.
I also got a hole-in-one.
Did you get a hole-in-one?
Yeah.
Did Kez get one?
I'm not sure. I think it might have just been you and I who got hole-in-ones.
Yeah, I know that either you or Kay's got a hole-in-one. I thought it was you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we sucked afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Of course we did. As is tradition with anything. Yeah. Then from there we went to, I don't remember its name, but it was a board game place.
Meepleville.
Because you already mentioned Meepleville.
Yeah.
And we played, what was that game that we played?
It was I don't know, but it was like Sea Dragon kind of game for it was tiles.
That was fun, but Clask.
Oh,
Clask was good.
Clask is essentially like air hockey, but
with magnets and wood.
With magnets, and it was so good. That was good fun.
Yeah. And then from there we were like, we need dessert, so we went to Tous les jours.
Oh my god.
Tous les jours.
I think about this place a lot, okay? Because this is a French bakery with fucking Japanese sweets.
Yes, French-Japanese fusion bakery.
Yeah. They had fucking melon bread. Do you know how often I've heard melon bread as an anime watcher and thought, that's not a real thing. And then to see it's a real thing and there's not melon on it, but it's melon-flavoured bread and it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I think, honestly, it was good, but I should have only eaten like a quarter of it because it was too sweet for me, and the cream filling stuff was very mock creamy.
So there was that. I really wanted some of the taro stuff, or because they had ubi stuff, ubi and taro.
Yeah.
But we were there at like 2:00 in the morning. So there was like none left.
The bakers were coming in to start their work for the next morning.
Yeah.
That's how late we were there.
Yeah. So we got some of that, and it was really good.
Yeah, I got some chocolate donut-y thing, and we also got and Mitzi got one as well, the cheesecake souffle.
Yeah, you guys
like
got
a whole one.
Yeah.
like a giant one.
Yeah.
That was all right. Not the best. And then we ended out our night by going to Smith's, the grocery store.
Yeah, because Kez was like, can we stop at a 7-Eleven? Because I kind of want strawberries.
Yeah.
And Mitzi was like, let's go to
For
Smith's.
the cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, cool, we'll go there. And I found my iced tea, peace tea there in cans.
Peace tea.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got some more liquid death, because always.
Mm-hmm. And we got snacks, a bunch of snacks.
Yeah.
That's when I first got my nacho cheese boys, my bugles.
Yeah.
Fuck. We're getting to the end. We'll round this out. We'll try and get through it as fast as possible. But let's see. The next day, I don't think we met each other at all because I had Buffalo Wild Wings Uber delivered.
I think I was with Mox and Elijah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have gone over their place and played card games for design children's card games. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we played Magic. That might have been the first day that I went to Mox's house, and we watched.
It wasn't. It was the next day.
It was
because the next day we had lunch with Miss Jade Simone.
That's right.
To Javier's Mexican restaurant in the Venetian, was
Cosmo.
it? No, the Cosmo. Aria. Yeah, that's what it was. And look, best of all people, Miss Jade Simone.
Love her. Love her
treated
so
us
much.
to a Mexican lunch. Oh,
she's too good.
And I can't remember their name. Works with the the Piff the Magic Dragon show. Jade's friend.
She was so nice, and I wish I could remember her name.
Yeah, exactly. It was from there that you went to the Gillette household.
Yeah.
Did you at the restaurant? Did you use the restrooms at all?
No.
Because it's like. I asked the wait staff, where are there restrooms in here? I was like, yeah, just around the corner. And I go around the corner, and there's 2 doors, both with foreign fucking languages on them. It's like, I don't know which door to go in. I turn around, he's like, yeah, you wanted the left door. It's like, he knew that I wasn't going to know, and he hung around and waited to tell me.
It probably makes bets on the people who will turn around and say which door.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know conversational Spanish, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, went to Fremont Street, me and Kez after the fact. Had Pink Box again. I do like Pink Box. Pink Box donuts are good. But yeah, we went around just looking for knickknacks and souvenirs and stuff for people.
Yeah.
Whereas you went to the Gillette household and played a children's card game.
Yeah, we went to pick up Elijah and Ronnie.
Yes, yeah.
We went to Mox's place and played Magic the Gathering, and Emily ordered pizza, and we somehow got round to the topic of waxing noses. And
yes.
Emily was like,
hang on, I'm just going to rewind a second. What type of pizza? Where from?
I believe Mox wanted Domino's. I think so.
Basic pizza, hey?
Because they wanted the cinnamon twists.
Oh, cinnamon twists. Okay.
Wherever you got cinnamon twists from, we got that. So and Emily was like, I really want to wax your nose, Mox. I really want to wax Ronnie's nose.
Now, I'm a bit confused about this. When you say wax nose, you're talking about inside the nose?
You know the little, where you put the wax
top
on,
of?
You know where you put the wax in the thing and you stick it in the nose and then you pull it out? That's what it was.
Yep. That's what I thought.
So it was kind of started as a joke, and then we had dinner and Emily was like, I've got the wax stuff there. And Mox was like, I don't know about this. Ronnie was like, okay, you can do mine.
I think my life would be a lot easier if I just, tweezers and nose hair trimmer.
If you start tweezing, you're tweezing for life. Don't do it.
As in, they just keep coming and coming and coming, is what you mean?
Yeah.
Don't. Exactly.
Just wax it. It's also much less painful to wax than to pluck. As somebody who's done both, trust me.
Okay.
And then Emily turns to me, he's like, what do you think, Brogan? I was like, I'm not a weenie, I'll do it. So
I'm not a weenie.
And I'm like, I sat there with this thing and just yank it out. And it doesn't
you
hurt.
yanked him out yourself? You didn't let someone else do it?
No, I let Emily do it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
Because I can't. The problem is if you do it yourself, you're likely to do it too slow. You need somebody else to do it.
Yeah, you'll hesitate. Yeah.
So, that was pretty good. And then we watched, I think we played a little bit more Magic, and then we watched Come From Away.
Yeah.
And I think it was really good. And I got to meet Tater, who I love.
The puppy dog.
The big puppy dog who was like, and Mox was like, Tater will only let you pet him on his terms. And then he became my best friend. And I love him.
Yeah, fun times.
Fun times.
See, that's why I'm angry at you. I don't care that you went to the Gillette household. That's fine. I care that you got to interact with the doggo. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
That is all I care about.
I know. He was a good dog.
Single tear.
Yeah.
And look, we're rounding it out. We're almost at the end here. We're at the next day. Yep. We're at the next morning. We'd been trying communication with a friend of the show, Scoop Jesus, aka Scoop Cheeses, aka JW Reynolds, trying to work out when to catch up again because him and his partner are in town.
Yep.
And we managed to have breakfast this morning.
What I will say is, from here on out, this is not in chronological order. We're just doing them as we remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because have I forgotten something?
2 characters and a clown.
Oh my god, that's not even written down.
No.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why
2 characters and a clown. Oh,
RJ's food.
My god.
Holy fuck. RJ's such a good cook.
Is a great host.
He's so good.
And I'm not talking about podcaster, just a great host to being at his place.
Yeah.
Oh, he knew that guy, he knows how to cook.
He really does. Like, oh my god, that food was so good.
Yeah. Like chicken palm sliders, chicken Satan sliders for you.
Yeah.
Because vegans are nowhere near godliness, so you got the demonic substitute.
Yeah.
I honestly, I've only just listened to the episode after us. I haven't listened to our episode on Two Characters and a Clown, and it's good comfort. Listen, it always is. Yeah. So again, check out Two Characters and a Clown. RJ Owens, Johnny Miles, Jimmy Slonina. Local Vegas personalities, well worth a listen.
Absolutely.
They did our junk on this episode.
Oh, don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it, because I've not listened to it.
Oh, and I won't. But it's good just listening to people from another country talk about and praise Sean McAuliffe. Simple as that. But yeah, thanks again for having us on, guys. We appreciate it. But where were we? Breakfast with JW Reynolds, friend of the show. It was at some place. I forget its name. Vegan place. No, it wasn't a vegan place, but they did vegan options.
Yes, and...
Yeah.
I can't remember what... Did I have I feel like I had small pancakes.
You had small pancakes. Kez and I split a breakfast sandwich. Jesus had dessert. Basically for breakfast.
So did I.
It was the French toast.
Yeah,
you both did. But yeah. It was an enjoyable meal, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And then from there, we went on our way to ICS for our last recording. Mm-hmm. But of course, we had to stop for a cheeky Dutchies.
Yep.
But the person in front of us, or 2 ahead of us, ordered like 20 fucking drinks.
My God. He was doing a bulk order, and we were standing there for ages waiting for this guy, and we're like, fuck's sake.
Felt so bad that we were out there and everyone else was waiting in the car. But yeah, we went to ICS. It was kind of like, this is our last recording here, so felt kind of sad about it, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk too much during it because of that, I think. But yeah. Then it was a podcast recording. You know what we do on those. Then we went to We Play Games, which fucking just worse than Dutch Brothers. Christ, sitting around so long because Brogan wanted some playing Magic Gathering cards.
And this guy come in before me and had ordered a pull list of like 50 cards. So they were trying to pull that. They were trying to get all the cards for the other guys there, and I'm like, I just want a card.
So that guy that was those Asian guys that were talking to
there was that as well. There was
asking him questions. Fucking hell.
They were suppliers, so they had the supplier audit come in where it was like, what cards are selling well? What do you think? What works well here? What doesn't work well here? That's what that was.
So they weren't just like.
They were
people
customers
interested in card games. Fucking hell.
No.
So that means that guy should have been right away. Well, I'm trying to help a customer right now, trying to actually make profit and sell. I don't have time to fucking talk to you.
Pretty much.
Man,
But,
Christ.
yeah, we were there for a while.
Yeah.
Where did we go after that?
Popeyes. We had chicken biscuit. Oh, you didn't. You had biscuits.
I had biscuits.
Yeah.
We went to Smith's first and then Popeyes because we went to pick up some more stuff.
We went to UPS so I could send out some Piff books.
Yeah.
Piff comics. But then that night it was we went to Penn and Teller. We went to a Penn and Teller show. It was our last Penn and Teller showing. I think I can't remember if we talked about it, about Piff being there. We did. Piff was there.
Yeah.
And we didn't go back. Yeah. So no need to talk about that.
And then I got out, and then we got out, and I was like, I'm hungry.
Well, before that, we bought our tickets online at vegas.com, me and Kez, because you already had yours, I believe.
Yeah.
You were down in the ampersand section. We were up in the balcony.
Yep.
We get to the door. They scan our ticket, and they're like, we're going to upgrade you tonight down to the floor.
Nice.
It's like, oh my God. It was a decent purchase. I mean, it's always a decent purchase going to the Penn and Teller show. But getting that upgrade was, that was a very happy surprise.
And what was really cute is the fact that the three of us walked in together, and the woman that was like choosing your upgrade seats were like, are you all together? And I was like, yeah, but we've got separate tickets, separate seats. I'm way down here. She was like, I can't get you down that far. The closest I could get, because she would have sat us all together if she could have, which was really cute.
Yeah.
But I was like, I like my row, which is like second back from the stage. The only thing is, it's a bit, if you're wanting to watch the jazz, it's sort of great. You're like literally craning.
It's a neck turner. Yeah.
I can't see Jonesy or Penn from that position. But
you can just hear them, as mentioned previously episode.
But it's on Teller's side of the stage, and it's very, very close. And when he chose somebody for one of the tricks, he reached to the woman behind me. He was so close. I was like, oh my God, Teller.
Yeah. For a second, I thought it was going to be you. I really did, just being down that way.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
There we go. And as you were saying, we were hungry, so we ordered some food.
Yeah. You were like, I don't know what I want. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I want artisan noodles, and handed you the phone and was like, put in your order. I'm buying food.
Which I was fine with. It was a toss-up between artisan noodles and Buffalo Wild Wings earlier in the week for us. So yeah, very happy to have it.
Yeah. I kind of had
Uber.
Yeah. I kind of had the suspicion that I wouldn't see you the next day. So I was like, I want to have dinner with you.
Same.
And did we do something? Did we watch something? Oh,
I think we put on The Nanny.
We did, because Kes was like, put on The Nanny. I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, of course. It was there, it was easy. Yeah, because the next day was me and Kez, it was checkout day, time to fly home. So, we checked out. What did we do? I think we kind of went down to the street. Oh, we went to Bellagio. We got dropped off at the Bellagio, so we can go to the garden area, look at the shit. I saw the spitting frog, which is my favorite. Then we also walked down to Ole Red, and we wanted lunch. Fuck me. It appears that only when I'm in Vegas, I give Google reviews of places, because I was going through my review history, and it's always terrible reviews in places in Vegas. God. And Ole Red, it was shithouse, man. The food was terrible.
Wow.
We got the loaded tots, which Jacob, the audio guy, I think raved about at this place. They came out stone fucking cold, and it just was not worth eating.
Wow.
We didn't finish them, just left them there. Didn't buy a drink. We didn't give a fuck. So not worth it at all. But then we went down to fucking Link Promenade.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that I said that I wanted from the start before leaving was one of the frozen Baileys. Right? You're aware of Baileys, the Irish
know Baileys.
liqueur?
That wasn't what I thought you were going to say, but yeah, go for it.
O'Shea's does frozen Baileys. Kind of like, all the yardstick drinks that everyone's walking around with.
Yep.
They also do that. But this is, it was like $25 for a frozen Baileys. Wow. But it wasn't like a slushy. It was like thick fucking, it was almost like a pudding.
Like a milkshake?
No, not
Ice
even.
cream?
It was, sort of like soft serve, I guess, maybe, but you could still suck it up through a straw, which is kind of like a milkshake, thick shake, whatever. But I don't even think they added anything to it. I think it was literally just Bailey's. Yeah, it was really good. And then that was the day that we had the Cuban lift driver. All I could think was mono means monkey, mano means hand, and then we travelled home. That was it.
So
what about you? What did you do? Because it was your last day.
Yeah, so I had to run and leave you because Mox was picking me up at 11 as you guys were checking out.
Yes.
And Kes left stuff with Mox, so I had to run back in, hand you the stuff, say, "I'll see you when I see you."
One of those things that disappeared. We don't know where it was. I have a feeling it might be back in, it might have fallen out of the bag in the trunk or something.
I think it might be in Barnes and Noble. In general, I think it fell out the bag or dropped when we were in Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Because Mox swears up and down that was the only thing that was in the bag. But anyway, so I handed it to you, gave you a hug, I had to run into the queue and give Kes a hug. Yeah,
the checkout line queue. Yeah.
Ran in. Elijah was in the car. We went to pick up Ronnie. We went out to... we play games again. We went to Meepleville. Yeah. We were there in Meepleville for 6 hours playing this game.
Wow. Yeah.
And then we went back to Mox's place and just Emily ordered dinner, which was great. It was Chinese stuff and sat and just fucked about. It was great. Yeah. Just sat in the theatre room and paint by numbers. Mox put on Annie. The 2014 movie, which I'd never seen.
Oh, God. That's even
good.
worse.
It was quite good. And then we played the VR. Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Oh, there's a VR version.
Yeah. So
how many headsets were there?
One headset, but obviously you can't see, so somebody else has the instructions.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that was pretty good. And then, they dropped me back off. So I had to check out the Rio as well. And Scoop Jesus very kindly let me spend the night at his house. Yeah. Because he wasn't there. So I got dropped off back at the Rio, picked up my bags, and got an Uber to his place. It was dead funny because he'd actually accidentally sent me the address of his California house. So I had to message him and be like, "Dude, please wake up! Please wake up!" Please.
Did you put that in the Uber and it said it will take 6 hours to get there?
Well, I was googling it and I was like, "Why is it not finding this address?" Because Uber couldn't find it. So I googled the address and it said, "Did you mean in California?" And I'm like,
"Shit,
don't fucking think so." So I ended up actually, I texted him and then I phoned him and I was like, "Dude, help!" And he's like, "Okay, let me check. Give me a second." And he was like, "Let me send you the address on again." Then he sent me the address. I was like, "That's definitely not the one you did the first time." And he's like,
the real address,
the California one. I was like, "I thought so."
Fucking hell.
So that was stressful, but funny. So got stuff in the car, got into the house, and managed to get some sleep. Then woke up, and it was nice not to have to worry about checkout and stuff like that.
Yeah,
put the bags out. And then I just wandered about. I was trying to think of places where I hadn't gone or I would want to go again. So I got a lot of Ubers that day. Yeah. And there's another Commander Games, which is another card shop I went to. Yeah. I like places that have boxes of single cards because they're 10 cents for cards, and I'm like, fuck yes. Then in the UK, there's a couple of places that have some, and it's 10p, and I'm like, fucking yes, give me 30 cards for £3, I'll take it. So went there, and then from Commander Games, I walked along because I wanted to go to the One Piece Cafe, and the queue was fucking huge.
Oh yeah, of course.
I stood in it for a bit, and I was like, it's not going down fast enough, because sometimes you stand in a huge queue and it goes down really quick. Yeah. Not the case here. So I went to another branch of that Touche Leisure place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was the same place, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But they had the taro bread, so I got some of that, which was great.
Oh, good.
I'm trying to think if I went anywhere else. I don't think so. I think then I got dropped off. I got picked up from there, and I was like, we're going from... Oh, no, I went to Barnes & Noble from there, had a wander around. Because I knew I had a lot of time to kill. So I was like, at least in Barnes & Noble I can, wander around, have a look at the books. I because there's the toilet in there. I can use the bathroom. I can go to the cafe. You know, I was like, I've got options here.
Exactly.
So I was in there for about 2 hours. And then I got the guy to pick me up and done it from Barnes & Noble to Jesus' house to the airport. So, that was good. Yeah. And then I was at the airport pretty early for me, which is like, I've never been to the airport when all the shops have been opened up. So I was interested. I was like, why have I never seen that? Oh, because I'm usually here well late.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then flew out.
Because we did the flight from Vegas to LA to Perth. So that's. I did a bit of foreshadowing at the start of this when we went
Cinnabon.
Cinnabon. Yeah. I had an airport Cinnabon.
Nice.
That was all. That was it. Enjoyable. I liked it. I'd have again, but it's just a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Simple. How's that? How was it worth it? Was that foreshadowing worth it? Cheese bags. Did you enjoy that? Were you on the edge of your seat the whole time, just wondering when's he going to bring up Cinnabon again? When's he going to talk about the Cinnabon? What the fuck is going on with this Cinnabon? Well, there you go. I think we're done, Brogan. I think that is the end of this episode and the end of our Vegas 2024 recap.
We got there.
Enter applause here. I pushed the applause button, but I can't be bothered. Look, it's something we enjoy doing. It's technically the end of season 2, start of season 3, but not really. It's all going to be called season 1, and it will always forever be that until we do season 2. Like our podcast dads, Ice Cream Social. Again, thank you very much to ICS as well, holding Scoot Fest, inviting us onto the stage to be part of it, to be part of the whole fucking thing, really, which we never thought would seriously happen, even though we thought it would be cool if it did. Yeah, it is. Self-promotion part. You can find us on all social media at NicePodBud. You can go to nicepodbud.com, where I've posted a link of all the different podcasts that we've been on in the last month, basically. So you can got links to Two Characters and Clown, Pod Therapy, ICS. Check it all out. They're good listens. Check them out as well. And subscribe to them just on your podcast app. Give them a listen. They're well worth it. But you can also follow Brogan on social media at 7 Billion Needles.
And you can find Wayne at Wayne G.
There it is. We're done. We're going to be back to regular scheduled Hey Buddy Nice programming next episode. I've got a little bit of stuff to talk about for pre-Vegas American trip, but nothing huge. But yeah, again, let us know if this was interesting, boring, or not. Whatever. Anyway, stay fresh. No, you say that. Thanks for stopping by and having a listen.
And as always, stay fresh, cheese bags. Still in my fucking line, bitch.